The ocean is 71% of our planet, and really the ocean is the reason why we can live on this planet. It produces the oxygen for every second breath that we take. It provides many of the ecosystem services that we rely on, but we don't think about it. We just think it's out there, it's out of sight, out of mind, it's huge, and we can't have any impact on it. But clearly we do, and we are. The increasing acidity of the ocean is a huge issue. It is a relatively new issue, but I think it's probably one of the most important and potentially catastrophic that we're facing. And of course, there's no question about what's causing this. It is the absorption by the ocean of the excess carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And it's because the ocean has absorbed so much of that carbon dioxide over the past number of years that we haven't seen more climate change and variability, more of a rise in temperature. But this acidification, of course, is causing problems for marine organisms, coral reefs for sure, any organisms that rely on calcium carbonate to build their shells. So if you think of bivalve mollusks like oysters and mussels and clams and whatnot, but not just the shellfish, others too. We need much more information, we need risk assessments, and we need an economic valuation of what kinds of problems that's going to cause. Another issue, we mentioned blue carbon. Of course, we know about carbon from forests, and there is quite a large initiative now on REDD+, on reforestation. But in fact, it is the coastal seagrasses, mangroves, and whatnot that really absorb more carbon than any others. And we've largely ignored that. So we feel that there is great potential here to, first of all, restore those habitats, and also for countries with coasts and with seagrasses and whatnot to be able to not profit necessarily, but certainly take advantage of that while restoring the ecology of the area. I think perhaps most importantly from the IOC perspective is that in order to make decisions, we need to know what's going on. We need to know what is happening in the ocean. So we need observations, we need data, and we need to have that data gathered, analyzed, and then the information put together in order that decision makers can make the appropriate policies. But we don't have that. In fact, you know, you and I, if we're smart, we go yearly to our doctor for a medical checkup. The doctor knows whether our health is improving or deteriorating based on the baseline that we've established over the years. And then we take corrective action. We don't have a baseline for the ocean. The UN at the World Summit on Sustainable Development in 2002 called for a regular process for global assessment and reporting of the marine environment, including socioeconomic aspects. We have made progress. There was an assessment of assessments published in 2009, which recognized that, yes, there are assessments sector by sector, very little on the socioeconomic, mostly in the Northern Hemisphere, but that we need to have a global assessment. We're trying to move forward on that, but so far I don't think that member states have really come to understand the importance of this regular process and supported it. So I think that we very definitely need to support the regular process, and we need to understand that underpinning anything that we do is the global ocean observing system. And we need the infrastructure. I mean, that underpins all of our warning systems, the tsunami warning system. It underpins the global climate observation system. So we very much need support for that. And we need to have countries understand the importance of gathering information in order to provide the information, as I said, in order then that the appropriate policies and actions can be taken to improve the situation. And I do believe, I mean, there are a lot of negative things happening to the ocean, but it's not a lost cause. Humans can pride themselves on being able to figure things out, but we need to figure this out pretty quickly, and then we need to do something about it. The first thing to do is to make sure that the ocean is a priority at Rio+20. Up until March of this year, 2011, really in any of the material that we were seeing, the ocean was not visible, it was non-existent. And following the second preparatory committee meeting in March in New York, a number of states, in particular small island states, but others like Monaco and Australia and the IOC, called for the ocean to become a priority. And as you know, one of the themes at Rio Plus 20 is the green economy. Well, for us, it's more than the green economy, it's the blue-green economy. And that does seem to be taking hold. Certainly for small island developing states, as I have said, the green economy is a blue economy because they are so dependent upon the ocean and coasts for their livelihoods. And all coastal states really do depend upon the ocean and coasts, and even landlocked countries, whether they realize it or not, depend upon the ocean because the ocean is the major driver in climate. So those countries, landlocked perhaps, experiencing droughts or floods or things like that, should know that the ocean is influencing that. And we really need definitely to know more about what's going on in the ocean, and also we need to take care of it.